Hi. Max Headroom here with the traveling taste test show. Now, relax. Don't be nervous. And see if you can't tell the difference between the new refreshing taste of Coke, and Pepsi. I'm not supposed to tell you which will win, but off the top of my head, I'd say Coke. This is Max Headroom here with the ballad of the Lonesome Pepsi. I want to thank you. It was 12 o'clock, the sun was hot when Coke and Pepsi rode to the spot. First showdown. The Coke was on a stallion fair, Pepsi on an old gray mare.
It was a nightmare.
Nightmare.
Was it fair fight?
Can to can, the women hid and children ran. It was clear that Coke would be on top when suddenly we heard a pop.
Soda pop.
Well, the kids still talk from east to west about the day of that great
Taste test.
when the dust had settled on the ground. You could have heard a pin drop miles around.
It's the Pepsi.
Just laid down. Stax Headroom here. Thank you. Remember,
Absolutely.
Coke. All right, bake it. Summer school has just begun, so let's start laughing. Let's have some fun.
Sorry. Yes, here we are once again at the world famous, well-known
Summer school for
tongues.
And we all know what tongues are for, don't we?
Hey, you're fired for saying that. Well, some of you don't, and that's why you're here.
Therefore, tasting. Yes, tasting the difference between the new refreshing taste of Coke and the Pepsi. So, grab a Coke, grab a partner,
Grab a Coke.
grab a kickstart those taste muscles, and let's go. Somewhere beyond the sand dunes, you can play with my beach ball. Well, fellow Cokeologists, welcome to the special summer program for Cokeologists Anonymousness.
Synonymous with what?
Taste? Okay. So, today's lesson is in taste.
Speaking of which,
I love your shoes, babe.
really?
Must do sushi sometime.
Anyway, that's taste as in taste test. And today's tricky tongue
Taste today.
Today's test.
Teasing.
Today's tricky taste
Test.
teasing taste. The question is, that is, can you taste the difference between the new refreshing taste of Coke and Pepsi? Of course you can. One tastes better. But I can't tell you which one because that would be cheating. Pepsi, bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
Hi there, Max Headroom here.
And welcome to Cokeology 101.
For you, Pepsi.
Day drinkers.
It's summer school for your taste buds. Yes, those tiny little
Bumps on that pink slab, i.e., your tongue, that are in
Danger of
failing Cokeology because they think Pepsi tastes as good as Coke.
wrong.
And why? Because nothing that's N for
Nothingness.
tastes as new, as refreshing, as invigorating as an ice-cold
Coke.
So, now for our first taste test, or what we Cokeologists call a
pop quiz. So, pucker
Grab
up,
those lips.
get those tongues ready, and repeat after me. After me.
Catch the wave.
Coke.
Wash.
Hi,
Max Headroom here, ready for your exclusive interview, just vous and moi. Go ahead, ask your first question.
I understand your looks weren't easy to come by.
Well, they're rare because I'm afraid I have this very unusual skin condition. It's called perfect. Which is why the Coke people came to me and said, Max, you're hip, you're cool, you're digital. You're the new wave. Blah, 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 blah. You know.
Is that the only reason you were chosen as a soft drink spokesperson?
No, those are actually 4 reasons, or if you count the blahs, 7. And then there's my humble position as the reigning head and shoulders of Cocology. There, that's why my attraction to the wave was more than purely physical. I'm in a cocological frame of mind.
I keep hearing Cocology.
Oh, it's because I keep saying it. Okay, Cocology. Cocology. There.
What does it mean?
It means nice socks. Oh, that's better. It means something.
Oh, definitely.
What does it mean?
Good taste.
So, as Coke's spokesman, how much money are you getting paid?
Oh, that is such bad taste. I mean, is money important? When you're standing on the first tee at Augusta, getting the feel of a new leather glove with the heady scent of bougainvillea on the breeze, practicing the old swing, does anything matter?
Sorry.
Where was it? Oh, yeah, money. I love the stuff. Lots.
What's so great about the new taste of Coke?
Well, for 1, it's called Coke. For 2, it's got a great new taste. And for 3, it's not called Pepsi. And 4, is this your first day as an interviewer? Hi, Max Headroom here with... This is my guest. I heard you were big time in the old pop biz. Well, I'm going to take that as a no comment. So, nitty-gritty time. What I'm talking about, and you're not, is that more people prefer the new refreshing taste of Coke over Pepsi. Sweating? It's true. More people are, as we Cokeologists say, catching the wave. Catch it if you can. Catch the wave. Coke. A drink's delightful the second time. Hi. Do you remember the first time you tried kissing? Ooh. But now. And when you first tried Coke, I bet you said, not for me. Hey, let's not let first impressions swim. And let's try Coke again, shall we? Because once you've acquired that new wave taste, you're going to want to try it again, and again. Coke's delightful the second. Catchy, isn't it? Catch the wave. Coke. Hi, this is Max Headroom's pop quiz. And what I want to know is, swagger, where does the refreshing new phrase, catch the wave, come from?
Pepsi.
Obviously, Cokeologists. Blindfold, please. Quicker next time. In blind taste tests, which pop drink did more people prefer? The new taste of Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Wrong. I love trick questions. No. Coke. The new taste of Coke. It's true. You heard it here first. Catch the wave. Coke. I'm sorry to drop in like this, but I was just wondering, who could it be that keeps you ahead in the race for brand supremacy? Whose keen sense of good taste is outshined only by his keener sense of modesty? Well, whoever it is deserves a big hand. Big hand. In fact, he could use 2. You know, I'm far too humble to say the ego has landed. But it has. Shades, please. Thank you. Now, the first thing I want to say is that it's you people out there that put Coke where it is. In the stores, on the shelves, and in more and more American refrigerators. But, troops. It's been tough. It's been a struggle. Till I arrived. That's what it got.
How should I put it right off the top of my head?
Yeah, better. Still takes a lot of legwork, though, and I don't mind that. If I've got the time, unfortunately, I just don't have any. Legs, that is. Great. But let's make no mistake. Mistake. War is swell. Hell. War is hell. It's been a hell of a war. The enemy's a fighter. We've seen the whites of their eyes and the reds and blues of their cans. In fact, we've seen too much of them. But enough about
them.
It's time for my first annual report, which is not in my contract to deliver. So, I'll get my assistant to do that. Well, I do have a profile to maintain. Okay, let me tell you. This year will be even more
Exciting.
And why? Because the taste test event is the new Coke Pop Quiz. That's why. With me in it. And...
Me!
I mean, last year after the bottlers convention, and a guy in a
Tuxedo.
I think he was a bottler, said, you didn't want a taste test that was complicated and just plain dull.
Dull.
So, that's why the 87 new Coke Pop Quiz is bigger, less complicated, and more
Exciting.
So exciting I can't even begin to tell you what's going to be happening. Help me out! Someone
Tell them.
God! I've got another idea, but I'm not telling you. Good morning, class. Cokeology. The study of good taste. In fact, the taste that stands the test.
Yes.
The test where new Coke takes on Pepsi, i.e.
That's as in.
the new Coke Pop Quiz. Cokeologist dismissed. All others pay attention.
Milwaukee, when new Coke did take on Pepsi at the world's toughest rodeo, more people nationwide, chose new Coke over Pepsi. Catch the wave. Coke.
It's been a great year. Everyone, I'm sorry that it's through. Here's 87, but just don't say the PPP word.